everyone. Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is your hostess with the mostest, moi. I'm coming to you live today from the garage. You know what time it is, because what happens in the garage stays in the garage. So fam and friends, you know, the garage is a place where people come through, and just like a car, we are vehicles through life. You get renovations, you get restorations, you get a tune-up, you get all those beautiful things that you would get when you go through a garage. So I have today somebody that's going to give you a tune-up from an artist style. We got Sonia Ogburn is in the garage today. We are so honored and blessed and privileged to have Sonia Ogburn, one of the artists, one of Maryland's up and coming, on the rise, moving artists. And I want to tell you that this artwork that I've seen, took a look at her artwork today, and this is not just artwork. This is ministry on a canvas. It's ministry on a canvas. And what you're looking at, each piece is going to be an original. But with each piece comes a story. And I just want to introduce you today. It is my privilege and my honor to introduce to you Sonia Ogburn. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is so good to be here.
Oh my gosh, so I'm excited. I'm excited.
Well,
so, how did you get started? I know the choir minds want to know.
Well, I got started. It probably started like 10 years ago, but I took a long break.
Okay.
And one day I was sitting and I was asking God about talent. I said, God, I don't think I have any talent.
Okay.
And all of a sudden I heard this voice say, start drawing.
Ooh.
I said, I can't draw.
Okay.
And God spoke to me and said, draw what you see.
Ooh. Okay.
And I sit down, and some of the things that I saw was, you know, because when you get started sometimes, you're not going to do everything like you see.
Yes.
But as I began to learn what God was trying to tell me,
Yeah.
I began to do it. And my first drawing was a drawing of like Italy. And I just thank God that we just have to be obedient. When God tell you to do something, I took a break.
Okay.
But then everything, you know, that's been happening, sometimes when you have things happening in your life, it will bring you back. And I began to just do the things that God spoke to me to do. He said, start drawing,
Okay.
paint, whatever you need to do it. Whatever frees you from what you're going through, just do it. So I began to do that.
So, you said, from what I hear, you said it frees you. Was this like a therapy? Was it kind of therapy? I know it's ministry for sure. Was it therapy? Was it a way to escape from the problems? Or whatever it was you was going through?
It was a way to run to my problem.
Ooh, okay.
Because sometimes when we try to run from things, and it's still there. It's still there. And sometimes you can, you know, you can face things, and I think through my art I was facing it.
Ooh.
And it allowed me to it made me feel good. See, the thing about it, when you're going through, sometimes when you're doing something you love,
Yeah.
it will make you feel good.
It's true.
Even though you're going through, but you feel good about it, you know. And so I was just feeling good, and I said, well, you know, I'm being obedient. And sometimes we can rebel, but when God tells you to do something, He's going to make sure that the thing is, when God tells you to do it, don't you realize the true artist is with you? And I begin to see that the true artist, that when you allow God to speak through you, and a lot of times we don't allow God to speak through us, He wants to speak through us, and it's through art. I mean, this whole world was created through art. And God is the greatest artist there is. And when God tells you to do something,
Yes.
it's going to get done.
Yes, that is powerful. That is powerful, and you're right. I can attest that when I'm going through something and I sing, my thing is singing and dancing. When I sing and I dance, I'm good. And I sing. Sometimes I sing myself and I dance my way through the verse. And sometimes that takes me back to realizing, just realizing who I am.
And you didn't say shout. You said when you dance.
Yeah, I dance. I'll dance and sing.
Wow.
So that's powerful. And I had a chance I was so honored to see the artwork, not just the artwork, and we're going to share with you, you're in for a treat, the message behind the artwork. But when I looked at your artwork, I was telling Sonia that people may think that I'm strange or crazy.
Not at
but
all.
I can feel the artwork. I can feel the color. And then sometimes when you explaining it, it speaks down to the core of my inner being. The artist speaking, and then the artist is speaking. It's like, hey, okay, you're getting a full effect. This is seriously ministry on canvas.
Absolutely.
And I know we had the dialogue off camera, and you were saying that if you don't mind sharing a little bit, is it okay to keep it raw?
Keep it.
How-
Go deep raw.
How you said you took the artwork to some folks, and they, I can do that. Oh, that's just anybody. How do you address that?
Well, when I was showing, sometimes when you show friends, you know, a lot of times when God tell you to leave it, don't show anybody, just wait. He's telling you that to keep you from getting hurt.
What?
Okay? But in all that, I got a full understanding. Okay? And when someone told me, well, that's just abstract art. And so I looked at it and I said, well, no, I can do a little more than that. I said, but God has not allowed me to share it with you yet.
Yeah.
So it is not to brag or boast,
Yeah.
but a lot of times we need to hear something from people we know.
Yeah.
From people we know. Well, I mean, it hurts,
Yeah.
but it motivates you. It didn't stop me, but it pushed me. And a lot of times you have to allow things that when it might hit you right here, but good God Almighty, who is here to protect us but God? So when God said, it doesn't matter what they say.
Yeah.
It got to me a little bit, but I remember what God said. When God tells you to do something,
Yeah.
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So I was motivated, and I said no, because it motivated me to do more. And the thing is, when you're doing it, and I heard somebody say, they don't even know me. He said, the more you practice, the better you'll get.
That's true.
I'm not where I want to be at all,
That's
but
true.
even though I have God pushing me, He's not going to just, God is just not going to toss everything to you. Sometimes you have to go for it. You have to grab it. God has it right here. You got to reach out.
Yeah.
If you don't reach out,
So that reminds me of the despise not small beginnings. Because folk, when they don't nobody know who you are, they girl, you see that artwork she's doing. Anybody can do that.
anybody can do
Until you blow up. Despise not small beginnings.
that. Amen.
Because
Amen.
Van Gogh, probably folk were looking at his stuff. And
He didn't
what?
sell one piece.
See?
None of his pieces.
But now
sold.
how much does his pieces go for?
Millions.
Millions. So and then the thing is, we have to encourage one another. As women, why can't women and men? We need to encourage one another. If this is something you're doing, you already are. Because I ain't really arguing with God. He said you're an artist, you're an artist. Most times say you're an artist, you're an artist. So we have to get behind you and support that.
And I appreciate that.
Support that.
And
So
I appreciate your support.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you pick which piece. We're gonna look at. We can't give it all to you. You gotta share some, keep some. We're in about 2 weeks. We're down here at the garage. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite you out. Yours truly is going to be having an art exhibit here at the garage. So we're going to invite you down in two Saturdays from today. So we're going to give you a tour of her work, and you'll be able to come down and meet the artist, and then you'll be able to walk away with an original. And for those folks that say, it's just abstract, just like our fingerprints, and just like how one of my eyes may be a little squintier than the other, there's no other like that. There's no other. That is an original.
An original. Oh my goodness.
If you tried to do it again, I bet you $100 that every single stroke would not be the same.
Not be the same.
So we're talking about an original. And what I saw is when you buy the artwork, you put a piece of yourself in each one of them. So the spirit of the artist is in each piece. And this is an anointed woman of God. I'm just telling you. So when you get one of them pieces, you got some anointing that's leaving with you on that. I'm just telling you. So for those of you that say, oh, it's just anybody can do that. No. There's only one of the Sonia Ogburns. And there's only one that no other artist can do her exact brushstroke. So I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let you pick one that you can share with us and tell us the story behind the piece.
And it was something you just said, and you were saying about no one can do that. And what I like about it, no one can do that. But guess what? Everybody can draw. Everybody can paint. Everybody can sing. But it's going to be different.
Yeah.
You have to know who you are.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who you are, you won't be able to showcase anything.
Ooh.
And and you have to know who you are.
As
So,
young people say, yes.
Yes. One of my friends says that as well. But yes,
What's this piece here? I'm gonna hold it up while you explain it.
Well, oh my goodness, this is my heart right here, because it allowed me to understand who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, like when you're in a dark place,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody looks at black is not a dark place. Black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. And when I looked at this piece, and I began to see how I put the black out here and I put the red right here, and then this light, I was like, why am I doing this light like this? And a lot of times when you're doing art, even if you see it, oh, that's a mistake. Art is never a mistake. It's exactly, so this piece right here, I don't know what this guy is doing. I just allow him to be himself. A lot of time in art, you have to allow art to be itself. And my nephew Joshua told me, he said they call me Mo. He said, Aunt Mo, you need to name your pieces. I said, Josh, I can name them, but I said, what would you name them? I said, it's just like when God allowed Adam to name the animals.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to allow people to name their own piece. So whatever this piece, whatever you want the name to be, that's exactly what it is. And I think art is just so good. I love this piece. But right now, I'll call it a piece of me. Sometimes when you're in a dark place. But the dark place does not always have to be bad. The dark place, sometimes when you're in the dark, God will bring you to the light. And he allowed my art to bring me out of a dark place. Wow. When you have family members that are going through in the hospital, and that motivated me to do my art. And I talk about my brother, what my brother's going through right now. And he's an artist, a singer and everything. And I said, you know what? I want to do what my brother's doing. But then God said, well, I'm allowing you to do what your brother's doing, but he's an individual and you're an individual. So you do the art that I've given you. And so this piece right here, I love it. This is my heart.
Wow.
And I want to share it with you.
When I saw this piece, and I one of the things I said, I think there's a piece, some of her pieces, I think everybody will look at it and it becomes something to each person. So when I see it, it reminded me the darkness, the black is a power.
Power.
And it be like she said, the light, but then also, for me, this darkness is a birthing place, because in the womb, we all come through that dark womb to get here. So a lot of stuff is birthed.
Yes.
Like your art.
Yeah, come on
the
now.
dark. So
From
this
the dark.
symbolic, and can I keep it real? You got the little slit like the JJ. So
keep it real.
I'm just saying, this darkness, when I look at it, it reminds me of, he's in a dark space, but also that's a birthing, and his head is down as if somebody that is in a contemplative state. So he's thinking in the dark space. He's thinking. This is a very powerful piece. And I told her I saw something more. Even the pyramid shape. There's power in the pyramid.
Absolutely.
And this is the light, but it also looked like water to me. It looked like he was being washed. One minute it looks like the light, and the other minute it looked like he was being washed. And when you're in the womb and in that place, sometimes we get cleansed of everything that ain't right. The baby be in water? So this is what I saw. And I assure you, when you come down and look at her artwork, it's going to speak to you too in a different way. You're going to feel some of what she said, what I said. Then you may feel something totally different when you come to see it. The art is going to speak to you. Whatever it is and one thing about art, it's almost like when you're getting, when you go get clothes, crystals, I do gems. It's in the Bible. You said onyx, beryl, and jasper. It speaks to you, it talks to you. So when you go and you see a piece and you can't, how's that? It's talking to you. That piece is speaking to you. When you feel it here and you just can't take your eyes, that piece is for you. It's speaking to you. So this
you
is
almost made me buy the piece. I almost ended up purchasing my own art. You sold it to me. That's beautiful.
So we're going to look at another one. This is her baby. We're going to put her baby down. So we're going to look at another one.
You let me know how much you're selling that for. I think I want to buy it.